Black Habits by D Smoke. After winning Rhythm and Flow's first season, D Smoke has had a great year. He's even done a great job of capitalizing on it with interesting video concepts as well as a very well-received EP. Is his debut album Black Habits primed to put him in the spotlight? How do we feel about it? Here's our honest review of Black Habits by D Smoke.
D Smoke. I was setting you up for the layup.
You know I was geeked, right?
I thought you was about to say super
Black
good.
Habits. Super. But you know I was geeked, right?
Oh, when I
Because I didn't even know it was coming out, bro.
I didn't either. I
Remember
woke
I saw
up that
that?
morning and I saw that. I was just like, first thing I'm listening to, right there.
I was
D
just
Smoke.
like, oh, it's an album? Not an EP? Let's go. So yeah, I was geeked.
Yeah, exactly. Because the first thing, Sean texted me early in the morning and he sent me the 2 Chainz shit. I'm like, bro.
Oh, so he did drop.
The TRU, 2 Chainz, the TRU project.
Oh, okay. Somebody told me to drop it. I didn't know he did.
But yeah, we're going to do that on Wednesday.
Oh, okay.
But it's about D Smoke.
Yeah, D Smoke.
How you feel about this album artwork, man?
Family photo, classic, nice. I mean, that's really all there is to say about it. I like it. Very representative of what the album is, more or less about.
Yeah, I like, the symbolism of family, and that kind of narrates a lot of the project throughout from front to end, and I love the way that incorporated, so it made perfect sense that he would actually pick that picture for the album artwork.
Right.
The flow of this project, man, it's just D Smoke just doing everything that he's been doing on Rhythm and Flow. I feel like it was just like a continuation from that. It literally felt like a continuation from Rhythm and Flow, where he kind of just got in his bag and does what he does.
I mean, a continuation and an evolution. I mean, he really capitalized on his sound and made it polished, in my opinion. He really was just like, all right, this is what I'm about.
Highlights. So first of all, I just want to point out that I love the prayer at the beginning of the joint.
Yeah.
Because it's like the stuff that they said is like pretty much what I believe. Like I feel like my dad may have said that 1 or 2 times.
Okay.
But for the most part, that's kind of like the mentality I feel like everybody should have. Like, you're not scared of anything. Anybody put their hands on you, you're gonna make sure they regret it.
Yeah.
Like putting their hands on everyone. It's kind of like it's a good prayer.
Yeah.
I guess
Good
you can say. It's
family
not even
mantra.
really a prayer. It's just like a mantra. Yeah. Bullies came on, man. Loved it. Straight fire. No commas. First off, I just want to point out I love the video for No Commas. It's super dope. Super good.
Is that the one with he's sitting in the chair?
Yeah, and the girls.
Okay, I have
the
seen
girls
it.
are
I
wearing
knew I
all
seen
red
it.
or
Yeah.
all white, and
All
it
right.
keeps flipping, and
Yeah.
they did a really good job of changing outfits and sitting back in the same exact spot.
Yeah.
Really good. But yeah, No Comma. That's that might be my anthem for the rest of the year, man. We the best podcast out here.
No
commas. Seriously.
That's it.
Period at the end. Ain't no N or but. No commas.
Yeah.
So after that, Top of the Morning was super, super amazing. Sun Kissed Child, man. Oh my God. When I heard Jill Scott on the song too, I was just like, man, he went and got the super, super soulful vibe on there. Black Habits, featuring Jackie. I don't know how to say that. Whatever the name is. Crazy.
Yes.
Loved it. Sound amazing. Another song that really caught my attention was Lights On featuring Sir. The addition of Sir on this song was amazing. Him and his brother have some really good chemistry. Obviously, they're relatives.
Yes.
I don't know if I could think of some relatives that don't have good chemistry, but good one. Good nevertheless. Real Body featuring Ari Lennox. I'm 100% for that song. I love that song. Ari Lennox's voice, she just sounds good on so many different things, man. So shout out to that. Like My Daddy, that was actually one of my top 2 songs on this project, man. I loved it. I love the fact that he got his dad to rap on it.
Yeah.
That's what added the whole thing to it, because I was just like, hold on, is that his dad rapping?
Yeah, I had to do a double take as well.
Yeah, and then he kind of talks at the end, and I love the message that he spread out there right at the end. And then the Cloud, Closer to God featuring Sir following that. In my opinion, that should have been the last song on the project right there.
I feel you. I felt like Black Habits 2 was like an extra, like an outro.
Yeah, that should have just been a bonus track. Black Habits 2 is fire though.
Yeah.
But yeah.
Yeah, I like damn near every song on this project, so I'm just gonna go over a couple.
I just didn't want to know.
The rollout, like just how he started this album, like was just like you said, a continuation of Rhythm and Flow. Like it really started off like I could just see him on stage narrating this project, and it just started like that, and that's how it played in my head. From Morning Prayer to Bullies, No Commas, to Gospel Younger with Snoop Dogg, like she was fire. Like just his sound, his flow, he was on point. The production was fire. But I really got into the Top of the Morning. Then Sunkissed Child is amazing. Like it's just fire. Black Habits is absolute ridiculous. Fly is dope. Season Pass dope. Fall's dope. Lights On with Sir, perfect. It was great. But I love Real Body as well. Something about Ari Lennox, how she comes in, because I didn't even know she was on the track.
Oh, you
but
did?
then she's like,
I saw that one.
She does that intro, like just when she starts singing, it's like, that's Ari. Like, you know, you just feel it. But Like My Daddy, man, that track just hit me just because how he described the promise he made and everything, and what happened when he kept that promise, and how his wife got all their opportunities with Michael Jackson and Gladys Knight and all that stuff. I'm just like, man, like, we don't ever see black men portrayed in that light. You know, he went to jail and everything like that, and he said he's gonna, you know, do what he said he was gonna do and keep his promise. So I'm glad he gave his father a moment to speak on that, because that's real stuff, and I really like that. Closer to God, that's my favorite track on the album, just because of the stuff he was talking. Like one lyric, he was just like, I go to church and I love the music, but by the time I hear the message, I feel conflicted. And I feel like that's, everybody can relate to that, because everybody can go to church, they love the music, but it's, when you get to the message, it's like, man, you fake old phony pastor, this and this and that. So he's speaking a lot of real stuff in that. And Black Habits too, I do agree with you. It did feel like an extra, but I like how he went out on that, because it kind of really touches on all things he's talked about in the album. So it was a real nice way to wrap the whole album together.
Low light. I only have one low light.
Okay.
I think the album's too long.
Oh.
I do think it's too long. I felt like you could take five songs and put them out as another EP. Yeah. And Black Habits 2 could have been on that EP. But not to say any song on the project was overly bad, because I feel like D Smoke did a really good job of making sure he put together a really solid body of work with really good songs that kind of narrate the whole path through of like family and everything going through it. I love the use of Spanish throughout the projects, even though I don't understand it. It's cool. I love the fact that on one of the songs, I'm drawing a blank right now, where he's speaking in Spanish and then he has the girl translating for him.
Oh yeah, I know which one you're talking about too.
Drawing a blank, but
yeah, that was dope.
Amazing.
Yeah,
and yeah, he did a really good job of putting this project together. I just think it was a little too long. I think it's like an hour and 6 minutes, hour and 4 minutes, hour and 16. It's somewhere around between an hour and 10 minutes.
Yeah. I really don't have any lowlights, to be honest.
No commas.
No commas. I mean, for real, this is just a great debut project, and I'm glad he was able to compose this and bring it out to us. He's been on a dope rollout.
Final thoughts, man. Look, D Smoke is somebody definitely to keep your eyes on. Stop with the Kendrick Lamar comparisons. I will shut it down immediately. I don't want to hear it. If you're saying that, then you obviously haven't listened to his music and listened to Kendrick's music enough. Because just because they rap positively and have a message in their music doesn't make them the same. It's just so annoying. It's like saying DMX and Ja Rule were the same. Stop it. The definitely differences. D Smoke has his own vibe. The Spanish, love it. Love the use of the saxophones and the live instrumentation throughout the project.
Yes, and I feel like that was all him too.
Yeah, and I love the overarching idea of family throughout the whole project, man. It was really dope, man.
If there was one way to make a staple in the music industry after winning Rhythm and Flow, this was it. This is how you do it. I love how the whole rollout of him putting out the EP when he won and everything like that. Like, he's been consistent. Like, I feel like he's been showing us a little bit of him with every project, and it's been preparing us for this. So I think the rollout really helped, and just how he's been marketing himself and all his interviews. So I really love how this came together, because this is something really memorable, and this is something that I can constantly go back to just because of the style of his flow, just because of the production, and just because of the overarching theme of the album, which is family. And I think that's a really strong point.
Final grade. Easy. Check. Definitely fire.
Yes.
Check the playlist if you're not sure if you want to listen to the whole project. Check out the songs that I have in the playlist. They're dope. Shout out to D Smoke.
Shout out.
His freestyle on the LA Leakers was fire as well. Crazy. Gotta love it.
Gotta look at that. Yeah, check for me as well, man. It's one of my favorite projects of the year so far. So get to it, man.
No commas.
No commas.